What's up, fellow YouTubers? Back at it with another live video, doing a video response. How's your Sunday going? Now, I figured I would make a quick video response before I take a shower and go collect wand wood. So there you go. I'm doing pretty good. So yes, we got a Terrence Pop video response. This one's like 20 some odd minutes, like 23 minutes long. Yes. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. You know the drill. Grab yourself a beer and let's do this. Take the loss or take the L, pop culture. If you'd like to follow along with this video, yes, I'll post it in the chat. So watch along with me if you'd like.
Our current stunning and brave, duly elected, most popular president ever might have delivered the coup de grace to the republic, but the first shots were fired by useful idiot vaginuts in sheep's clothing peddling lies and propaganda before our former Kenyan-in-chief made it legal. Take a stand against the tyranny and get yourself a copy of Surviving Fourth Wave Fleminism today. A link is in the description.
What's going on, you lazy, limp-wristed roosters? Terrence Pop here, Redonkulous.com. Good Pop showed up today, allegedly, and I have some good advice for you. In today's day and age, on this ball of mud slinging through space, young men everywhere are not learning this lesson. In fact, dare I say, the ladies, you need to learn this too. But you other 31 fake flavors on the spectrum, well, y'all can F off. Oh, Space Ghost just came on. Gender is not on a spectrum. You are, if you know what I mean.
How dare you?
Speaking of which, we got a little bit of rumbly in my tumbly, and I'm kind of hungry. Can anyone else out there go for a double cheese with some Asperger's?
No. Yes. I found the episode where I did the joke about Asperger's. Yes. Learning to take the loss makes us stronger people. The losing sucks. Getting rejected, turned down, told no. It sucks, but it makes us stronger people. It'll make you appreciate. No, it's the truth, because it'll make you appreciate what you have when you finally do get it. It's legit. You can get told no by every chick you like, and then eventually you find one you really like, and she says yes, and you're like, oh, yes. Learning to lose in life makes us better people. It makes us more humble. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. You're playing a video game and it's too goddamn easy. Eventually you get sick and tired of playing it.
All right. I know I'm going to hell for that last joke. I just couldn't resist because it was so funny. But when it's my turn to take my walkthrough, I'm going to know how to take the L. Life, it's full of conflict. And you most certainly are not going to win them all. Sometimes you miss the mark by a quintia hair. Other times, well, have you ever seen Rocky IV? But unlike a boxing match, you can't throw in the towel, and there is no 1 minute break between rounds. So it is in your best interest when you get trounced and you lose, you take it with some dignity. And when you do lose, take away a lesson from it, because if you can do that, it's not a total loss. If you learn those lessons, you can lose every battle and still win that war. I made a whole video about that. It's called The Long Game. Links in the description. But before we begin, it's about time you guys join me in the menagerie, because I hate drinking alone. And get ready for all the important life lessons your father should have taught you. Oh, he wasn't there? That's why I'm here.
Yeah, I learned this lesson from my family growing up. It's a very important life lesson. Learning how to lose gracefully is just as important as learning how to win gracefully. After all, nobody likes a bad sport.
There's a new soap. Can you smell it?
What the fuck is this?
The dark side and the light. The Dr. Squatch Star Wars collection.
Really? Fuck out of here with your Dr. Squatch, man. Fuck out of here with your Dr. Squatch. They're trying way too fucking hard. This is why Tactical Soap doesn't need to use a gimmick to sell their shit. Dr. Squatch Star Wars collection. Yeah, the Force is not strong with that one. Fuck you, Dr. Squatch. And Tactical Soap you shall buy. Link in description box below. Coupon code King Cobra.
Yeah. Number one, and I've already said this, you are not going to win them all.
No, unfortunately, you're not. And you're not going to win everything or succeed at everything you try. It's just part of life. It is what it is. It doesn't suck when you lose. Oh, fuck yeah, it sucks like a motherfucker, dude, when you lose. But learning to lose gracefully is just as important as learning how to be a good sport when you win. Yes.
Sometimes you take the wrong step, you're a fraction of a second behind, or you're just simply unlucky and Murphy showed up and put it in your ass. Experience and perseverance cannot be overestimated enough in your life. There are very few Mozarts who just meander in, sit down, and blow it out of the water. Even the funniest comedians you can imagine have been booed off stage more times than they can count. But they have the champion mindset. They learn how to take the L, repackage their shit, and get back out there.
Exactly. So basically, when you lose or get rejected, figure out a new strategy, repackage your shit, and legit rock with it. And it's the truth. Losing sucks, but like I said, it makes us humble and it makes us appreciate it when we do win. Kind of like riding a bike for the first time. You take the training wheels off, and you're gonna fall off your bike a couple. You're gonna fall off your bike a couple times. You're gonna scrape your fucking knee. It's gonna hurt like the dickens. You're gonna want to quit. But legit, all your friends are riding a bike, so you get back up and you try it again. Life is like a stubborn horse. It'll buck you off more than you can count. But you just gotta get back up on it and show that horse who's boss. When life gives you lemons, we make lemonade. Yes. And then mix it with Jack Daniels for a whiskey sour.
And after you lost a few and you pull it off and finally get that win, It's unimaginable. Well, you could go to...
That is the goddamn truth. Winning after you've tried and tried and tried and failed multiple times, it is unimaginable, but it feels so freaking good, YouTube.
Twitter, Facebook, and what have you, and whine and complain about being the victim and it wasn't fair. But you're not going to do that, are you? Anyone can do that. But you, you need to be exceptional. Number 2, to become exceptional, you have to realize you're just a mortal man. You have a finite amount of time on this earth, and that is why you need to make the best of it.
Hey, fucking man, Terrence Pop. Life is short. Make the best of it. Yeah, I figured I'd do a quick little video response to Terrence Pop's video here. Freaking take a shower and go collect some wand wood so I can restock my Etsy. Yes.
I'm not telling you you need to be perfect. I am simply saying you need to show up for the game. I would rather be
Yeah, you can't win if you don't show up to play the game.
the guy who showed up and lost than that coward in the stands throwing a hot dog in his pie hole. But if your goal in life is to sit back and watch it go by and just get fatter, in fact, I can hear you getting fatter from here. You do you. I'm certainly not going to tell you you're wrong, but maybe I will.
But Pop, the only way not to lose is just don't play.
Well, you're only correct if it applies to marriage.
That's, this is why you gotta take your time on the whole getting married thing, because you date someone for a couple months to a year, maybe 2 years, and you think, yeah, you could spend the rest of your life with that person. And then you get married to the bitch, and then lo and behold, you can't stand living with her, and she hates your fucking guts. That's why you should at least take a year to 2 years of living with each other before you make that big decision. Otherwise, how the fuck are you gonna know? And to be truthful, King Cobra fan, people are getting divorced just as quickly as they're getting married. Men drowning their tears in beers with their buddies at the bar, or chicks slamming shots of tequila and bitching because, oh my God, you hear some dude bitching about how much fucking money him and his family spent on the fucking wedding just to have it blow up in his face like a really shitty pineapple grenade. No. Meanwhile, every thirsty female in the bar is going, wait, how much money did you spend on that wedding? Oh, okay. Cha-ching! Side note, don't you just love it when women use men for money? It's kind of their stereotype. Kind of like we have our stereotypes as men.
Bottom line, as a mortal man, no one's giving you shit. You need to go out there, swing for the fences, and get it yourself. And if it's too hard for you, more for me. And number 3, and this one is crucial.
Sometimes life does give you shit, though. Like, I've seen people go out of their fucking way just to harass me. Not even shitting you, just walking down the street, minding my own business. And people will drive by in their cars and shout stupid shit out the window. And it's just like, well, you're special. Special ed.
Crucial when taking the L. Do yourself a favor and check your ego at the door, because if you don't, people can use it against you.
Yeah, nobody likes an egotistical prick. Definitely check your ego at the door. It's okay to be confident, but don't be cocky. You're better off not having enough confidence or having just enough to get you through. Too much confidence and people are going to look at you like, who the fuck is this narcissistic, cocky piece of shit?
And you want to know the first person who's going to use it against you? You see him every day when you shave your goddamn face. The first thing that the foolish mortals of this world will do when they lose is, oh yeah, that's a bad call. It's not my fault. He cheated. Shut up. Your ego, it's like the replicator on the Enterprise. But
yeah, that is so true, Pop. That is so fucking true. When people lose, the first thing that they do is, I call shenanigans. I call bullshit. Oh, bullshit. That was a bad call, ref. You fucking kidding me? Are you blind? What the fuck, man? No, shut up with that. Just accept it and go, yeah, you'll get them next time. You know? That's the attitude you gotta have. There's always next time. Unless, of course, you're on your fucking deathbed and with the heart monitor going, boop, boop. And your fucking family surrounding you like, Side notes, don't you just love life? We all die alone. Doesn't matter if you're married or if you don't have anybody. Rejection hurts a lot less when you realize that it doesn't matter if you have a girlfriend or not because you're still going to die alone. And what's worse, dying alone knowing you're leaving your wife behind, or dying alone knowing you have never met anyone to get married to, let alone produce demon spawn with? Okay. Which means you don't have any grandkids surrounding your deathbed or great-grandkids. Yeah. Both scenarios played out like that kind of suck, to be honest.
all it makes are excuses.
Yep. And excuses are like assholes, man, and opinions. They all stink, and everyone's got one.
Excuses, well, they taste like shit, and they have a maximum range of 0 meters. When you can check your ego at the door in any situation, you become a better person. And
that's the truth.
And if you're one of those foolish bastards out there who's still dating and looking for the one, it helps with that as well. Because women, they're instinctively programmed to tell the difference between cockiness and confidence. The cocky dude, he'll talk all day about stuff he's gonna do, but in reality, he doesn't have the balls to do shit.
Exactly.
And that's why he spent 50 years in our government before becoming the first appointed president. Screen 5. But the confident dude, he's already done it. He doesn't need...
Exactly. Cocky assholes will talk a big game, but they won't actually do it. The confident motherfucker will have already done what he said he was going to do.
To blow smoke up his ass or anyone else's. Actions, they speak way louder than words. Remember
yes, actions speak louder than words. And ignoring the assholes who harass you on a daily basis, eventually they're going to be like, what am I doing with my life? This autistic drinks and goes on YouTube and just tells it like it is. In the meantime, I'm sitting here scratching my balls going, I wish I was as cool as King Cobra JFS. Shocker, want to sniff it? Yeah.
Number 4, when you take the L, you need to accept the fact that 90% of the time, it's because of you and no one else.
Yep. Sometimes when you lose, it's because you fucked up. You made a shitty decision or a bad judgment call and you fucked yourself.
The young people of today have refused to learn this. That's why they're burning, looting, and murdering people.
Yeah, you gotta like how CNN's calling it fiery but mostly peaceful protest after police shooting. Jesus fucking Christ. If people are rioting and it's not a peaceful protest. Side note, what kind of stupid idiocracy bullshit is that? Calling it a peaceful protest when people are rioting and pointing laser pointers at cops and throwing Molotov cocktails and looting businesses and burning down buildings and cars and hitting each other with skateboards. Fuck Antifa, you sick motherfuckers.
Take it from me, ladies and germs. The only one standing between you and your goals and what you want is you.
Yes. When people say you can't do it, you're not good enough, that's when you buckle down and prove them wrong. Case in point, I want to use my guitar playing as an example. When I first started making YouTube videos back on the Gothic King Cobra 52 channel, I was all right at guitar. I mean, I wasn't the greatest. I was still learning, and people would constantly message me, "Oh my God, Cobra, your guitar playing sucks." And that became my motivation. And now I kick ass at that shit.
So when you blame people who are completely uninvolved in that whole crazy process, how does that help? Oh,
No, it doesn't. Do not involve other people into your shit unless legit they want to help you, because all that's going to do is just cause more trauma. And then you're inviting people into stuff that's really none of their business.
oh, I understand. It makes you feel better, so you have someone to blame for your failures. Shut up!
Yes. Stop blaming other people for your fucking failures. That shit gets old really quickly. I mean, seriously, that's the truth. On a side note, it's like, why the hell do they have to call it Asperger's? Wait, you got a mental disorder that makes you socially awkward with people? Well, what do you call it? We call it Asperger's. Oh, now you're just fucking with me. They couldn't have named it something cool like Ace. Oh yeah, that dude, he's on the autistic spectrum. He's got Ace. I had no idea. I mean, shit, they might as well, because people accuse me of playing the autistic card, right? No. Speaking of cards, you know what? You know why John Stamos likes playing poker? It's for the full house. See, I got jokes too, for days.
Having a scapegoat for all your fails? Well, it does not make you a winner. Even when the
Nope. Having an excuse for all your failures, they're just excuses. At the end of the day, you identify the cause of why you failed and you work harder next time to achieve your goals. That's just simple fucking logic. So join me on this video response, because we're drinking a beer or two. Yes.
global puppeteers write it on index cards for you. Screen 5. How about this? Instead of blaming everyone else for shit that's your fault, you do this. Number 5, study that loss.
Let's see. Well, this beer is just about empty. I need another one. Metalocalypse is on. Exactly my point. Study, figure out what went wrong, and then try harder next time. It's just that fucking simple.
Dwell on it until you have learned why. And I did say dwell. I did not say sulk. A pussy does that. Don't be a pussy.
We got to stop that inclusive language of quit being a pussy and man up. It's toxic male bullshit. Yeah, don't be a crybaby, dude. You can sulk and be miserable about your loss, or you could, instead of sulking, you could think about why you lost, how you could have lost, what went wrong, and then re-strategize your shit. Yeah, legit, apply this shit to everything in life, and you will succeed. No, it's the truth. Like, maybe you're going to apply for a job and, like, they don't hire you. So you're like, what the fuck did I do wrong? Maybe you fucked up at your last job so bad that they're just like, we're not going to hire this prick. Yeah.
Have learned why. And I did say dwell. I did not say sulk.
Yeah, dwell on the thoughts. Think, why did I fuck up? How did I fuck up? What can I do different to fix it?
A pussy does that. Don't be a pussy. You need to discover what tools you don't have or they used against you so you can plan how to get those tools and put them into your library. And then,
Yes, but the shitty part about this crap YouTube is this cup needs to be washed. I'll be right back. Sometimes people don't play fair, YouTube. That's life. And when they get away with it, all you can do is just let them do their thing. Karma will catch up to them eventually. You play an honest but tough but fair game without cheating or, trying to force the win so that you look good. You know what I'm saying?
that does not mean taking a trip to ACO, the hardware store. All the tools you need are here and here.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've already.
You're thinking meat and your heart. And of course, your gut instinct. Those three things.
Made a Rocky reference in this video, but what the hell? Let's talk about Rocky 3. If you remember the first time he stepped into the ring with Clubber Lang, he got beat down bad.
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google. It's easy to switch to Fi from the comfort of your home.
But instead of sulking, he dwelled. He found out what he didn't have, and he built it, came back, and won. Once upon a time, back in my day when I was fighting, I took a shot from a 300-pound dude so hard in the face, my head touched behind my shoulder blades. I don't remember the rest of that round at all. And to be completely honest, I shouldn't have been fighting that guy in the first place. I weighed 178. He was like 280 to 310.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Life is unfair. Life is unfair. When you're a kid and your parents catch you dropping the F-bomb, they tell you to watch your mouth and kids can't cuss. And then as a kid, you're smart enough to figure out the hypocrisy of it. And then you're like, but you guys cuss. And you call your parents or your whoever out on it. And they're like, well, we're the adults. We get to cuss. And they say, and I quote, that's not fair. And then they respond with, well, tough shit, kid. Life ain't fair. Get used to it. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ. What? Are you kidding me? The dude was like fucking 3 to 4 times your size. That's just, wow, dude. Side note, that crap would never fly if it was female boxing. You ever see women's UFC fighting? They don't pin women that are 4 times their size against smaller women. Oh, wait, unless, of course, you're a transgendered athlete.
I didn't whine and cry about weight privilege. Wah. I still got in that ring. I took my licks, pulled it off, and won that fight. Now, you could call that an unfair fight, and I would agree with you. But virtually all.
Fuck me. The butt segments. Oh, yes. Good fucking gravy, dude. That is some nice of-age ass. Ugh, fuck me, YouTube.
Almost all the fights you're going to face in life, they will not be fair. And if you run away and hide...
Yeah, I will drink to that, YouTube. Life is miserably unfair, and that's just the truth of it. Side note, I think kids should be allowed to cuss. It teaches them to use their words when they're angry instead of, throwing a fit. You know how that goes if you're a parent. You go to Walmart to get some groceries for the house, and you take your vaginal turd with you. And, of course, if you take your kid to the store, they ask for everything, toys, candy, treats, etc. And you keep telling them no. Can we get a toy? No, it's not your birthday. It's not Christmas. It's not a special occasion. And you keep telling them no to everything. And finally, they get to the checkout counter, and they're like, can I have a candy bar? And you tell them, no, it's too close to dinner time, and you don't want them to spoil their appetite on sugary junk food. And it happens. They throw themselves on the ground. I want, and just blah. And you're thinking to yourself, well, I should have wore a condom. Captain Hindsight condom. Captain Hindsight condoms. You should have put one on, slick. And it never fucking fails when you're in the store with your bratty asshole piece of shit kid throwing a fucking fits. Everyone just stops what they're doing and stares like it's a goddamn show. Like, grab a popcorn and a fat blunt or some dank ass weed. It's gonna be a good show. And it's just like, and as soon as you tell them to quit staring, they look at you like you're the rude asshole. It's like, fuck our society. People suck. I need a beer. Yes. You want to check out that t-shirt? The link is in the Teespring down below. King Cobra's Fang on Spring.
From the mall, the only thing you're turning out to be is a big fat loser. Oh, I didn't see it there. I'm reading this book, and it quite possibly is the best book ever written because I'm in it. Whee! If you want to know the rate of return on dating women, you need to buy the book of numbers. There's a link in the description, down there in the penis area. And this one leads into number.
And this is what sucks about dating, because you're getting someone's sloppy seconds. Someone else has already been inside it, and you already fucking know. She's going to compare your dick size to the last dick she fucked. Every woman does it. Guys do this crap too. You are going to literally compare that chick you're fucking to how hot was the last chick you slayed. Yes. Yeah, slaying some pussy, drinking some beer. Now, even though I have not had pussy in fucking 3 years, and holy crap, it's amazing how fast that shit goes. It's like Pop said, you gotta re-strategize your situation. In the last fucking 3 years that I've been sexless, I started thinking to myself, what is it that I can do to improve myself? I noticed that I have a nasty fucking temper. So I'm like, yeah, chicks are not gonna find that shit hot, even though chicks are just as, let's say it, I'll just come right out and say it, hot-tempered as men. Chicks are equally as hot-tempered and manipulative as men, but when we do it, we're the assholes. Smell that? Smells like hypocrisy.
Number 6.
And check this out. Like, if you piss off your woman and she starts chucking plates at you, it's probably because you pissed her off. But if men do that crap, we're domestic assholes. Like, if you start chucking empty beer bottles at your woman because she pissed you off, people look at you like you're a domestic piece of shit asshole. But if you piss her off and she starts chucking plates at you, you can't do shit. Because it's the second you go to fucking hit her back or throw something at her, everyone goes, you're a piece of shit female abusing cocksucker. It's like, she started it. Real mature, bub. How old are you? Like 4? People suck. I need a beer. And that's just it. Females have that privilege, just like men have privilege in certain areas. And it's bullshit.
Follow along with me here. Sometimes when you lose, it's not because you didn't have the tools, you just didn't use them correctly.
Exactly. Sometimes when you lose, you just didn't use your strategy and what you had in your arsenal correctly. But when you figure out the plan, and then eventually you figure out, okay, this is where I effed up. I had this in my arsenal. I did not use it. That's my fucking loss. Next time that opportunity comes up, you use it, and then you win. And it's like, winning? Yes.
And when that happens, instead of blaming the other guy, remember, 3 fingers are pointing back at you, and ask yourself, why? Back in my fighting days, I was a prime example of this because I fought like an idiot. I was notorious for just walking in. I would easily take 2 or 3 shots to land one of my own. That is not a good equation for victory. Now, I don't know. I think I...
And you wonder why fucking men get this reputation for being violent assholes, when the majority of sports that men play are kind of violent. Football, UFC, boxing, kickboxing. Yes. And other guys will watch it because it's just like something about watching guys beat the shit out of each other. It's just, you know, I don't know. What's a boxer's favorite noise? I heard it was beatboxing. Oh my god, with the jokes, Cobra. Fucking god damn it.
watched too many Rocky movies and thought it was totally okay to block.
Case in point, I went to high school with some really hot women. Good fucking Lord. And yeah, I got rejected by every chick I went to school with. That shit sucked. But admittedly, I was a socially awkward kid who didn't know how attractive I was. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yes. But then when I went to Job Corps and met Stephanie, it's like, oh, holy crap, this is what it feels like to have a girlfriend? Fuck. And honestly, I feel like the biggest fucking schmuck for cheating on Stephanie. You have no idea, YouTube. I had a good woman at my side. Sex whenever I wanted it, and she would cook for me. Most men would be like, you are a fucking idiot. And I'm like, yeah, I realize that now, thanks. Yes, I can remember when, back when I was living with my parents, and freaking Stephanie came over to visit, and she was staying in the spare bedroom, because even though I was old enough for consent, she was old enough for consenting, you knew what. My parents were like, yeah, we're not having that crap on our roof. Well, early in the morning, I woke up, and freaking Stephanie snuck down to my basement room at my parents' house, and yeah, we fucked. It was like, yes. And to be fair, Stephanie was pretty hot for your first girlfriend kind of a thing. Like most of the time when you get your first girlfriend, she's not going to be the prettiest, but if it gets the job done, you get your experience points and you make each other happy, then who cares, dude? You get to consensually squeeze some titties, and you know what? That's just cool, man. In fact, first girlfriends are kind of like getting your first car. You're not going to get to drive the Ferrari out of the car lots. It may be some banged up, not the prettiest looking car in the world, but if it gets you from point A to point B, it gets the job done. I'm not trying to be materialistic. It's just the goddamn truth. Women are like cars. If you treat them right, they will treat you right. Fellas, take notes. You ever see these fucking cars where people treat them like shit, abuse them? They got high mileage, and yeah, they don't want to work for nobody. Chicks are the same way. If they've been abused and used, and people have fucking run that shit through the fucking ditch and back, yeah. And believe me, if she encounters enough fucking assholes in her life, she will have a hard time trusting men. It's the same story for men. Okay. If he has encountered enough cunts in his life, he'll have a hard time trusting women, and that's just the goddamn truth. Which is why I'm telling you, if you don't want to be with the person, then don't fucking be with them. Like,
I punches with my face, but even though I could take the punishment, it still wasn't an excuse. I knew how to jab. I was pretty goddamn good at it. I just didn't use it. And because I didn't use that tool in my arsenal, I took a 300-pound haymaker right to the face. And overall, I would have taken way less punishment in my career if I simply used the jab more. Even though I never...
Yes, if you have the tools to succeed, then use it. You're wasting your precious time. If you have the tools and the arsenal to succeed at what you're attempting, then fucking use it. It doesn't do you any good to complain about the problem and then fucking bitch about it. That's like sticking your hand on a hot stove and going, ow, fuck, that hurts. That really fucking hurt. I wonder if it'll hurt if I do it again. Ow, fuck, if you're stupid enough to do it a second time, you shouldn't be operating or doing anything with heavy machinery, let alone, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. And there are idiots out there like that. They bitch about the problems in their life, but they do nothing to fix it. If anything, they contribute to it. And eventually, people stop feeling sorry for them and go, well, why don't you fix it, you fucking schmuck?
was knocked unconscious and did the horizontal canvas dance in my career. I did lose one fight to the world champion because my face was too cut up to continue. That didn't pay off.
Ouch.
Which one of these is yours?
From Paramount Studios.
Is this yours?
But that L taught me a...
Dude. Yeah, I want to just take a moment to appreciate these butt segments. They feature these hot of-age chicks either wearing really tight yoga pants. Dude, I could see her vagina through those yoga pants. God damn it, dude. And admittedly, being a YouTube celebrity is going to scare a lot of chicks off because they're like, I can't handle dating a YouTube celebrity, to which I say, that's your loss, honey. My fans would worship you like a queen, and I would worship you like a goddess and a queen. So there you go. Without being, like, clingy unless you want it. Like, which brings me to my next point. Never be clingy with a chick unless she's clingy with you. And even if she is a little bit clingy, who cares? If you haven't had pussy in 3 years, and all of a sudden you got a chick who's super hot, super what you're looking for, and she's of age and clean, STI free, you're winning. I have no idea when I'm going to fucking die. I'm not worried about it. I'm just making the best of every day that I got left on this miserable fucking planet. I want to keep waiting patiently and fighting for gender equality because eventually I'm going to find the smoking hot goth chick that's going to be perfect for me. Of age, clean, just a total fucking knockout. We were talking about boxing earlier. Yes. There's a pickup line for you. You walk up to a chick at the bar and go, "Hey, baby, are you a boxer? Because you're a total knockout." Yes. Well, shit. I need to refill the gas tank. 1 second. Oh, good gravy, dude.
Valuable lesson that I'm going to teach you today. And this ties into the point of number 6. Never, under any circumstance, underestimate your opponent ever.
Yes. If you underestimate your opponent and you get too cocky, that's how you're going to fucking lose. Because remember, your opponent / enemy, they're capable of some shit you don't even know. It's kind of like, I hate to nerd out like this, but when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Did you really just make that reference? Yes, when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And you're pretty confident with your deck of cards, never underestimate your opponent because they could have cards that are better than yours. Yeah, I'm an anime nerd, sue me.
Because when you do, you have the tools in your arsenal, but you probably won't use them because they aren't necessary and he's a blow-off opponent. When I lost to the world champion, he was 10 years older than me, and I was like, that old man, I'm going to whip his old ass. This is already in the bag. Why was I wrong?
Stupid! You're so stupid!
You need to approach every fight and challenge in your life like it's a battle for the world championship.
That's the truth. You approach each challenge in life with that mentality of, I'm going to kick ass at this. I'm going to do a good job, the best of my potential. And all of a sudden, subconsciously, you'll fucking do it. Because the power of the mind is a beautiful fucking thing. The power of the mind, YouTube, is a beautiful thing. Demon eyes, and look at that, the all-seeing eye, yes. The power of the mind is a beautiful fucking thing. You can literally convince yourself that there's some stupid sky god that watches everything you do like a creepy stalker. I had to throw that bit in there because it's Sunday. Yes.
Because if you don't, you're going to take way more L's than are necessary, and it's all your fault. And
yes. Never underestimate your opponents. And above all, it's just like when you're trying to pick up on some good pussy, man. You got to have confidence in your game. Otherwise, you ain't going to do shit. Now, on the side note, if you walk into the bar rocking some of that tactical soap and it's just like, oh, yeah, you know you smell good for the of-age honeys. Then you walk in there like, hey, I don't give a shit if these broads talk to me or not. Just do your thing. Fucking sit down and have a beer. Oh, hey, I got to use the pisser so you can get up. Excuse me. You get up to use the bathroom and there's a table full of hot chicks in your pathway towards the bathroom, or just some chicks in general. And they catch a whiff of your pheromone soap. Don't even throw some cheesy pickup line unless you know it's funny as shit. If you're going to throw pickup lines, you want to do it to make them laugh, not to make them go, oh my God, you're a pervert. No, my favorite pickup line to use, hey baby, you like guitar players? Because I'd rock your world. Now that's subtle but not over the top. And I actually do play guitar. I'm looking at my BC Rich right now. Yes.
And why? Lucky number 7. No matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody out there who's better.
And that is the hard goddamn truth to swallow, dude. Holy shit. You may think that your dick's the biggest and that you got, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? There's always someone out there who's got a bigger dick. And it doesn't matter how big your dick is. If you don't know how to use it, then you're just lousy in the bedroom. Let you in on a secret. If you got a smaller dick, you got to pump a little faster to get the motion going, right? If you got a bigger dick, you want to go a little bit slower and gradually build up speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go in there just, you know what I'm saying? Nah, dude. Women are super sensitive in their vaginas, dude. If you got a fucking monster schlong, that shit's going to hurt like a motherfucker. You got to think about shit from her perspective, goddammit. And most men don't. You know, they get all pissed off when women reject them, but it's like, dude, if you were a chick, think about this. You got some fucking dude who's big enough to kick your ass, and he wants to stick his dick inside of you. He's hairy, he's disgusting, and he's aggressive, and he's full of testosterone. Yes, think about shit from the woman's perspective, YouTube. How would you feel if you had a chick that was 4 times bigger than you trying to come at you like, hey, stud? You'd be like, nope. It'd be like if you had a transgendered woman come up to you. She had the titties, but she still had her dick. And she wanted to fuck you, and she was 4 times the size you are. You'd be going, nope. Unless you're into that kind of thing, hey, if you are and y'all are old enough for each other and it's consensual, no judgment.
I know I'm dating myself here, but is it...
The butt segments. Yes. Yoga pants galore, baby.
anyone out there who remembers the Mike Tyson Buster Douglas fight? That dude was completely outclassed by Tyson. The Vegas odds were like 125 to 1. Guess who walked away with the belt that night, and guess who did the horizontal canvas dance? Now, any other...
Like, right after you knocked his ass out, he's just like, yeah, dude. Fuck, I'm starting to feel good again. Yes. You drink enough of this stuff called alcohol, and you get this fucking feeling where everything's just... I don't know how to quite describe it, but everything just seems to kind of loosen up, and you feel... I don't know. I like drinking alcohol. I don't need to have a good time, but yes. I figured, what the hell? I'll do a video response, take a shower, go collect some lawn wood, and call out a Sunday. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Yes. And before I paint all of the wands that I may potentially make, I'm going to carve them and sand them. So all I got to do is paint, handle, glue, polish, next one. You know what I'm saying? Get like an assembly line going kind of thing. Yes. And of course, I spray paint the wands outside. My landlords were very clear about that shit. They're like, hey, don't be doing that. And I'm like, you know what? I learned my lesson from the last place I lived in. But to be fair, my last landlord could have put 2 and 2 together. What's the workbench for? Oh, yeah, I paint wands. And you didn't fucking see the paint on the fucking table and put 2 and 2 together? Nah, dude, come on.
Hey, Buster Douglas probably would have lost that fight. And he almost did.
against the ropes. I've never seen.
And there's a right
Good.
hand uppercut, and down goes Douglas.
He pledged to his mother he would win that fight, and shortly thereafter, his mother died.
Well, Buster Douglas definitely is inspired because of the tragedy of the passing of his mother.
Now, I don't
That's just sad.
know about you, but something like that will light a fire of superhuman resolve under your ass.
Oh, fuck yes. There were a few things in life that just bring out the Super Saiyan in all of us. Whether you're a mother or a dude, there were a few things in life that just trigger the animalistic instinct where you have godlike strength because you need to have it to survive.
It is amazing what humans can accomplish with just a hint of superhuman resolve.
Yes. Superhuman resolve, also known as godlike strength. That is the truth, Terrence Pop. Your kid is trapped underneath a car, and your love and nurturing nature for your kid is so strong that you just lift the car up. Like, the car is 4,000 times heavier than you are. You're just like some Superman type shit.
So when you step into the ring against any opponent, no matter what it is, it can simply be their day. And that right there gives you something to think about as we transition to number 8. When you lose, don't flip the F out.
Yeah, exactly my point. When you lose a fight or when you lose out on a situation, don't flip the fuck out. Or in general, it doesn't matter if you're winning or losing. Just try not, you know what I'm saying? Making a solid effort to not flip out about stupid shit. I'm kind of a hypocrite for saying that because I have flipped out over some stupid shit in my life. And then when I get done losing my temper, I look back on it and I go, well, that was pretty stupid to get mad at that kind of shit.
It's going to cloud your resolve.
Yes. Resolve involves solutions. You figure out why you lost, and then you work with it. Anger does cloud your judgment. I hate to quote Star Wars on this, but that's the goddamn truth. You know, the Jedis. Well, what the fuck did Yoda say? Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to the dark side. But we all know the dark side is way cooler. Come to the dark side. We have pot brownies.
Help someone else win that fight, but lack of it, well,
Like, I can remember being a kid when Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, came out. And Darth Maul with his dual-ended lightsaber. And I was like, that is just fucked. Dude, that's my favorite Sith. I don't care who anyone... I like Emperor Palpatine and I like Darth Vader too. But Darth Maul with his double-ended lightsaber just kicks ass. You seen Queen Amidala and fucking... the whole gang just standing there, and then the door opens, and Darth Maul's just standing there with his fucking Sith robe, looking all satanic and shit with his horns. And Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi are like, we'll take care of this. And then they're like, we'll take the long way. And the martial arts style that Darth Maul does is called Kendo, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Which I wouldn't mind learning because, yes. Somebody at my size with my retard strength and my muscles would be super dangerous if I knew mixed martial arts. If I had the money to take some classes, I'd totally fucking do it. Just so I could protect my woman in a scary situation. Oh, Cobra, don't be so delusional. No woman wants to fuck you. Well, here's the thing of it. If I've had sexual encounters with 9 of-age women, then I would have to disagree with you. Because women do find me attractive. It's just a matter of right time, right circumstance. And it's about confidence, YouTube. Even if you don't have the biggest dick, you walk around like you do have the biggest dick. You know what I'm saying? Without being cocky, all puns not intended.
We'll just lose the next one. And this is not about physical confrontations. It's just easy for me to make references in that perspective. This could be a fight for a promotion. It could be an election. It could be getting your license to be a lawyer. It could be winning a case in court. It can literally be anything where conflict exists.
You know what a lawyer's favorite cheese is? I heard it was queso. Shit. And the shitty dad jokes continue.
Your dating life would probably improve if you accurately assess the situation of what's going on or what happened before you move on.
Yes. Your dating life will improve, fellas. You rock some of that tactical soap. And if you're self-aware of the situation, and you literally say to yourself, okay, so this is what's going on. If I react like this, she's probably going to react to my bullshit like that. So you accurately assess it, and you make the best move based off of what you're looking for. If you're looking to piss her off, because believe me, pissing women off is not difficult. Pissing off women is not difficult. It really isn't. And just because you can doesn't mean you should. If you're going to sit there and bitch because you can't get laid, or you take great delight in pissing women off, then you're probably an incel piece of shit.
Bottom line, most don't do this, and they just carry those mistakes forward again and again.
And this is the truth for both genders. To be honest, it's not that hard to piss off anyone, really, if you know their triggers and what's going to upset them. And bottom line is, when people are trying to piss you off, you just look at it and go, you have to be in that Zen mode that just says, this is what they're doing. They're trying to piss me off. Then I refuse to let it piss me off. You have to fucking say to yourself, I refuse to let this loss/person piss me off. And you reassess the situation and you become a better person for it.
And again, in nauseam. When I was young and a free-range fornicator, was it fun to slam some new ass on a regular basis? Yeah.
I bet. No, believe me, I'm very capable of attracting women even without the tactical soap. I'm great with kids. I'm great with animals. I'm great with old people. I play a wicked guitar, and I could sing like Bruno Mars. And I got muscles and a huge wang. So yeah, I got a lot of attractive qualities that women are looking for in a relationship. However, you gotta be responsible with that shit.
Was it risky? Yeah. What?
Yeah, fucking as many chicks as you can as a dude is incredibly risky because you risk getting her pregnant or catching an STD. Blech. If you want to bitch about your dry spell, but you have no STIs and you got no bitch pregnant, what the fuck you complaining about? There were dudes out there with STDs going, I shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? There were dudes out there who got some chick pregnant and they're just like, oh, what was I thinking? You know what I'm saying? There were dudes out there who are struggling on the dating scene a lot worse than you are. Could you imagine being a dude in your like early 30s, late 40s, and you've never had sex because of your childhood and all this other shit? I know of this dude that is like that, and I feel kind of bad for him, to be honest. And I keep telling him when I'm seeing him, dude, get yourself some tactical self, but get some confidence, you know? And he's just like, The problem with human beings is once you're used to a certain behavioral pattern, it's just easier to accept defeat than try to work on yourself. In other words, if you're used to being treated like shit by the opposite sex, or you get rejected all the time, it's just easier to date assholes and then fucking not even try on the dating scene anymore because, well, your ambition's been lost. It's just kind of like why the stereotype that all women want is assholes exists. It's because a lot of women have dated asshole men, and they're so used to it that they just accept it. Every asshole that comes into their life with a false compliment, a rose, and pretty words. No. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you right now, you are worthy and deserving of a partner, a love partner that'll treat you right. And you treat them right, and it'll just be bliss. Like Gomez and Morticia Adams. Yes. Like Ozzy and Sharon. Yes. I've seen Ozzy Osbourne live in concert twice, and I'm very fortunate to have seen it. The first concert was the Black Rain Tour in Fargo, North Dakota, back when I was still living in Valley City with my family. Shout out to Pizza Corner Pizza. Oh my God, you too. If you ever go to freaking Valley City, North Dakota, you gotta stop and check out Pizza Corner Pizza. It's this restaurant that's fucking right there in the main section of the whole deal. Dude, that shit is fucking bomb. One of those mom and pop pizza shops, and it's just like, oh yes. That is like a staple of Valley City, North Dakota, dude. Yes. Oh my God, dude. Now, and they make frozen pizzas. In fact, I used to work at the Pizza Corner Frozen Pizza Factory, and that was one of my favorite jobs to have. Because I'd literally sit there and make frozen pizzas. And I made good money doing it. Shout out to Pizza Dave. Yes. Oh, fuck. My beer is empty. Well, YouTube, and the video's not even done. Shit, let me grab another one. In fact, about every summer, Valley City, North Dakota has this hot rod show called Rally in the Valley. And it's where everyone shows up with their hot rods and they have like live music and it's just fucking awesome. One day I want to show up with a hot rod of my own and people are going to be like, hey, it's Saunders.
What can I say? Was it mentally healthy every time I did it? Probably not. It's just, yeah. Prove if you accurately assess the situation of what's going on or what happened before you move on. Bottom line, most don't do this, and they just carry those mistakes forward again and again and again.
And that's the stupidity of the human race. Not to sound like that asshole, but it's like sticking your hand, like I said, sticking your hand on a hot stove, burning yourself and going, oh, fuck, that hurt. And then being dumb enough to do it again and 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 again. Fucking fly, get the hell out of here. Now, I opened my window to get a little summer breeze going. I have an air conditioner. I don't like using it very often just because I don't want the fucking electric bill to jump. Yeah, I turn into one of those adults. Turn off the light if you're not using it. It's a waste of electricity.
In nauseam. When I was young and a free-range fornicator, was it fun to slam some new ass on a regular basis? Yeah. Was it risky? Yeah. What can I say? Was it mentally healthy every time I did it? Probably not. But that's
nice butt segment. Admittedly, some of the chicks that I've fucked in the past were not the prettiest, but they were clean, they were of age, and it was consensual. And it's like, hey, there you go. In fact, about 2 weeks after my last girlfriend, Summer, broke up with me, my buddy Alex Anderson came over to my old apartment. Rest in peace, Alex. He literally came over to my old place with this chick, and we were slamming shots of vodka. Next thing you know, I'm getting my dick sucked in front of a bunch of dudes who were going like, what the fuck? Like me, my buddy Alex, a couple of dudes, and some chick. And they were pissed. They were like, how come that goth autistic wizard fuck is getting more attention from the chick than we are? And my buddy Alex said, and I quote, because Cobra's not afraid to be himself. And that kind of confidence is where it's at. That had to be like the most satisfactory blowjob I've received in a hot minute. When a bunch of dudes are just sitting there trying not to look like this dude really getting his dick. And I'm like, I'm trying to get this chick to be like, hey, let's go in the bathroom. Let's be a bit more discreet about this. But she was drunk and sitting on my bed, and she was comfortable. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Do your thing, girl. Goddamn. She's sitting there sucking my dick. I give her titties a squeeze. And I'm like, oh, goddamn, these of-age titties feel nice. And I busted a nut. I didn't mean to. Sometimes that just happens if you're a dude. And she fucking swallowed that shit like a champ. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm sorry about that. And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm like, oh.
It's the easy way out, and that's why you keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again.
Yeah, no shit. You take the easy, what you're familiar with, way out. And then you bitch. It's literally the stove arguments. You stick your hand on a hot stove and go, oh, fuck, that hurt. And then you continue to do it and then bitch because you're burning your hand. You're stupid, as that one segment said. Stop it! You're so stupid! And as soon as that chick who sucked my dick fucking pulled my cock out, the first thing she said was, "Nice cock," and then she just starts going to fucking town, and I'm like, yes. That's kind of like life going, oh shit, you had a good girlfriend and she broke up with you because you're a YouTube celebrity and she can't take the pressure. Shit.
In fact, that's life when you're stupid. I made a whole video about that.
Life when you're stupid is hard enough when you're not. That's the goddamn truth.
Links in the description.
Shit.
Just so you know, ladies and germs, you're not difficult to spot. All the people out there that say all men are the same and all women are crazy bitches, well, there you go.
Yeah, no shit, Terrence Pop. Thank you. And that's the fucking problem with the goddamn dating scene is that women and men do not trust each other. There's so much hatred on both sides. This is why love and vanity goes so fucking hard. Both sides are oppressed. Both sides are depressed. Both sides use each other. Both sides abuse each other. It's extremely hypocritical for women to sit there and say all men just use them for sex, but there are some women who just use you for money and some baby gravy, so when you get pregnant, you can turn around and fucking screw their asses in divorce court and then bitch because men have privilege. Oh, that is fucking rich. Well, that poor fucking simp asshole bastard is sitting there going, God damn it, I gotta pay this chick all of my fucking goddamn child support. Motherfucker. See, this is why women and men don't have equal pay gaps, because the way society sees it, if she divorces your ass, you're giving her most of your paycheck anyways. So it's like, why should she have equal pay if she divorces your ass? She's going to get all your money anyways. And I'm an asshole for saying that. All jokes aside, though, women should receive the same amount of money as men. Now, take into consideration that women are more favored in our society than men, especially in a modern day society. Back in the day, men were worshipped and treated like kings. These days, women are worshipped and treated like queens. And it's like, why can't we just, as men and women, worship each other and be nicer to each other? That's all that I'm getting at. Like, Jesus fucking Christ is a cunt.
Spoiler alert here, and I know I'm going to piss a lot of people off, but so what, comma, I don't care. All men are not like that, and all women are not crazy bitches.
Thank you! Not all men are fucking assholes who just want sex, and not all women are crazy cunts. It's just the stereotype of the genders. And believe me, stereotypes fuck it up for the whole goddamn group. You look at race and gender, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. All you whites are just racist. Excuse me? I'm against fucking racism. You're gonna judge me based off the color of my skin, but then bitch when we do it to you? Okay, fuck you, you hypocrite. All you men want is pussy. You don't give a fuck. Okay, all you women want is a dude with a big dick and a bank account. Suck my balls, bitch. Hey, not everyone's like that, so calm your titties, people.
The ones you load into the basket for the swinging, spinning fortifications, you chose that because you like it. If it's not
Yeah, fornification rhymes with porn.
working out for you, guess where the problem is? It's you. Now, I know there's some dudes out there who are pissed off.
At some point, you have to ask yourself, okay, why are you failing at life? Why is it that every endeavor you attempt, fucking, you fail? You fail miserably. Maybe it's not the assholes you're dealing with. Maybe it's just you. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes the assholes you encounter in life are a part of it, but sometimes it's you as well.
Off because they took the L on that one, but I don't care. Your excuses are nothing to me. Most people, they bet everything on these excuses, and then they wonder why they're not happy.
Insert screenshot of typical anger. You got a chick with her crazy colored hair, and it says typical angry feminist. Well, guess what? You want to talk about female privilege? If women are angry feminists, nobody says shit. Nobody says, hey, you're a cunt and a sexist. Why are you so angry? You guys got more privilege than men do now. But if a man is angry at women, if a man is an incel piece of shit, that shit gets fucking checked at the goddamn door. You got 7 million women on TikTok screaming hashtag kill all men. But if that shit was gender reversed, every man who said that crap about women would be having the FBI banging down their goddamn door. If men get violent, it's just seen as you're a typical male piece of shit. But if women get violent, nobody says shit. They're like, oh, you on your period. Look how cute you are, getting as aggressive as the men in your life. Oh, aren't you adorable? But then you want to bitch because men are aggressive assholes. And it's like, well, that's the pot calling the kettle black. No. Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. I watched that shit on Toonami as a kid growing up in the 90s. My favorite character was the praying mantis. And yes. Now, this is where I'm pissed off about the issue. Women are allowed to be violent towards men and have a body positive movement. But if men get violent towards women back for the same issues or try to scream body positivity, we get told, shut the fuck up, you pussy, and suck it up. Like, we should eliminate aggression and body shaming bullshit on both sides of the argument, not just women, but men. Both women and men need to be supported. And we need to be like, you know what? I don't care if you're fat. If you're a decent person, then I respect you. And just leave it at that. But no, we don't have that in our society, do we? Yes. And it's like Terrence Popp said, the reason why women are encouraged to be fat is because they're so competitive with each other. Think about it. Women crave attention just as much as men. And if she loses weight and starts getting more attention from more men than her competitive female who's also skinny, well, that's competition and we can't have that. So for a false pat on the back, women will sit there and encourage each other. Like, it's okay if you're fat. You can't help it. Part of it, that's part of the reason. Because body positivity needs to be a thing, and women and men need to support each other on these issues. But the other half is because women fear competition. So, of course, if she gets skinnier and starts looking good, that's just fucking one more bitch to compete with. Which doesn't mean shit, because there were some dudes who were into fat chicks, and good on you, man. If you're into fat chicks, as long as they're of age, bitchin', dude. Because fat chicks need loving too, yes. Roller and flour to find the wet spot. Now, I'm not here to judge people for their weight, because your boy Cobra's got a little bit of a gut from drinking beer and enjoying fast food. Even if I got a high metabolism, that's beside the point. Typical angry feminist. And why are you so angry? Because whenever men get angry at women, we get called incels and pieces of shit. But when women are angry at us men, it's just fucking accepted. And I'm like, fuck that shit, dude. It's not okay for men to be angry at women, and regardless of anything, then it shouldn't be okay for women either. You want true gender equality, that's what it looks like.
Instead of wah wah crybaby, give me money, do number 9. When you lose, study the tactics that were used against you. Every move has a counter move.
Exactly. Number 9, I agree with that. Study the tactics that were used against you and strategize your next plan of attack. You apply that logic to life, and you will succeed in everything you do in life. That's the secret.
So figure out what those are and hit back. And this is real life, ladies and gentlemen. You're doing true adulting. So sometimes you gotta play goddamn dirty. There is no ref that tell you when it's over. You're not getting a red, yellow, or green card. They're not ringing a bell. There is no trophies. It's just you. Is it easier or harder to?
Ringing a bell? Yes. Cheers to me building my dream house. I'm going to grab another one. Oh, look at that. I got like 3 left. Yes. I gotta take a beer piss. Hold on. Sorry for the graphic this, YouTube. You get hit with an urge to use, sometimes you just can't control it. receiving a bunch of hate comments on my fucking cell phone. I'm just fucking ignoring it. Ah, yes.
Learn these things? Well, of course it's harder. But you want to win?
Let's just rewind that.
Is it easier or harder to learn these things? Well, of course it's harder. But
see, men, we get judged for trying to get pussy. We get called pigs for trying to get laid. But women get judged for getting it. And it's like, what? The ever-loving fuck. Both genders basically want the same thing in a relationship. Someone they can fuck, cuddle with. Someone who appreciate and help them out in life. And that's the goddamn truth. At the end of the day, you may say to yourself, oh, King Cobra, you're a fucking asshole. But it's the truth. I'd rather be the asshole who's right than the fucking dumbass who's misinformed. I'll drink to that.
you want to win?
Goddamn, dude, the butt segments.
Or keep taking the L and crying your ass home and, win. And
yeah, no shit. Would you rather win at life or be like a crybaby piece of shit little wanker scab? Like, I can't do nothing right. Fuck that. I'd rather win at life and kick ass at life than be like that one asshole who's just like, oh, I can't do nothing right. Oh, well, dear. Oh, jeez.
number 10, any new tactics or tools that you do learn, you got to practice them so you can use them effectively.
Yes, because after all, practice makes perfect. Yeah, learning how to whistle or burp on command. It takes practice. Like, I can remember being a kid and people would whistle and I'd be like, how do you do that? That's cool. And then I'm like, I want to learn how to do that shit. I want to learn how to whistle. And once I learned how to whistle, then I couldn't stop doing it. Practice makes perfect. That is definitely the truth. You're not going to be born knowing how to ride the bike without the training wheels overnight. You're going to fall and scrape your knees, and it's going to suck major Asperger's. But at the same time, once you learn how to do it, it's pretty fucking sweet. No, the failures and the effort you put into learning something, well, it's self-rewarding if you think about it. If you're trying to learn how to draw an apple and your first couple attempts at drawing an apple and shading it to make it look super realistic turn out like shit. But then the next couple attempts you get a little bit better. And then finally, it's like, dude, is that a black and white picture or did you draw that? And you're like, I drew it. That's pretty bitchin'.
Just knowing them isn't enough. You need to commit those to muscle memory. Yeah, you know those dudes who can throw 3 or 4 weapons in a garbage bag and then assemble them all by touch only? Like me? That takes practice. You're not.
That's actually pretty badass. Now, I've practiced disassembling my double barrel shotgun. Fucking love that gun, dude. Me and that double barrel shotgun have been through some crazy times, man. Now, I went to the shooting range with Mr. Goats, aka Scrapper Steve, and we had a bunch of homemade wine in the back of his truck. And Steve got pulled over for speeding. And the cop looks at me, and I'm like sitting there smoking a cigarette, and I got a double barrel shotgun 12 gauge tucked between my fucking legs. And he's just like, keep that gun where I can see it. Yes, officer. And it's like, so what you all doing? Like, man, we're just having some good, clean Wyoming fun, you know, sipping on that homemade wine and popping a couple rounds off. Okay. You don't even fucking know, YouTube. You don't even fucking know. Would I get my double barrel shotgun SBS if I lived in my dream house? Then yes. Right now, I like having it stock length. If you catch my drift. Yes.
Gonna do that right the first time, second time, or perhaps even the 20th. But what?
Ah, yes, the butt segments. Oh my god, dude.
Once you do, you become unstoppable. Learning to take the L gives you appreciation for success.
That is exactly the fucking truth. Learning to take the loss for what it is will help you appreciate your successes. Yes. That's the goddamn truth. Yes. I want to plug a shirt from my Teespring. Let me just look it up real quick. Oh, that's the stuff. That's the ticket. Yes. I actually own one of these shirts, and it is just freaking awesome. It's the people suck, I need a beer t-shirt, because we all know that feeling where you're just like, there are these assholes who call you a bigot because you don't fucking comply with the 10,000 plus genders bullshit. And it's like, it all means the same fucking thing. But somehow, this is why I'm like, there are only 4 genders: man, woman, trans, hermaphrodite. That just makes it easier. And a lot of people are going, God damn it, Cobra, don't go on a trans rant. They're just as annoying as your double standards rants. It's not a rant on trans people necessarily. It's just a rant on the people who are making this way too fucking complicated. Like, oh, but I'm the asshole for saying it. In fact, if you want to check out King Cobra's merchandise, put the link in the description here. Fucking post that shit. Booyah, baby. King Cobra's Fang. Over on Teespring, we got all kinds of goodness. We got some Rebel Revolution band t-shirts. Yes. And if you want to buy the People Suck, I Need a Beer t-shirts, I post that in the description box as well. No, I would not. I do not fuck people who are like that. Like, I don't care if you're trans, that's your shtick, but I don't fuck dudes who've got their dicks cut off and turn it into a vagina. That's just not my scene. Like, if you're trans, good on you. You're stunning and brave for coming out. Yeah, good for you. But that's just not my scene, dude. Trans people sexually gross me out, to be honest. I'll support their cause and the right to be trans, within exception. These people trying to get kids into the same fucking movement, it's pissing me off.
And one of the best feelings on this planet is the ability to go to the next level and surprise yourself. And the only way to do that is to step outside your comfort zone. Now you got to ask this question, and it's very important.
That's the goddamn truth. When you sat there and failed at life, you sat there and failed at life, everything you do, all of a sudden you get the sweet taste of success. It keeps you going. And at the end of the day, when you have your successes, let that be your motivation to keep succeeding and kicking ass at life, because nobody likes to fail at life.
What is keeping you in your comfort zone? Excuses, complacency, and being a slave to other people's expectations.
Pretty much excuses, expectations, and being a puppet for everyone else's expectations. That's what keeps you from succeeding. That is the truth. Bud Light Platinum.
When you allow other people to tear you down or keep you in your place, you're culpable in that. How can you?
Sometimes you have no control over that situation, but for the most part, I completely fucking agree. When you let people tear you down or make you feel like shit, you got a bunch of people saying, Cobra, you suck. And if you let that get to you, that's your own goddamn fault. At the end of the day, you got to say, you know what? The people telling me I suck, well, they suck harder. And you just got to laugh at their dumb asses while you get more subscribers.
Possibly blame someone else when it's you sitting there going, okay, I guess you're right. I can wait. Wham! When somebody tries to do that to you, I don't care if they're a friend, family, or foe. You just go, oh yeah, well, you know what? My answer to that is a big f***, and you leave. And after that, you move on to 11, which is building a plan to re-engage. Mistakes only become failures when you refuse to correct them.
Yes! Mistakes only become failures when you refuse to correct them. Yes. That is the goddamn truth, YouTube. And this applies to both genders. Where? You're struggling on the dating scene because you're over opinionated and you're fat and nobody gives a shit about what you have to say because they got opinions too. And at the end of the day, everyone sucks and you're just like, eh. When you're like the only companionship you have is your dog and that's all you need to make you happy in life, then fuck everybody else. Now, I can't afford to take care of a dog. Otherwise, I'd probably adopt from a shelter. If I could afford it, I'd take care of the family dog, Sadie. Because Sadie Doo is my sleuth hound. I tell you what. I go over to my parents' house, and my parents have this Great Dane that's a golden Great Dane mixed with German Shepherd. And this dog is freaking gorgeous. And I gotta wonder if Sadie is like Chance reincarnated because I'm sitting there petting Sadie Doo, and this dog is literally staring at Chance's urn like, holy shit, deja vu. And it's the weirdest shit. That's what sucks about leaving my window open. If I can get some fresh air. These fucking flies are gonna come flying in because it's summertime. In fact, and this is the weird thing of it, if I go to my parents' house for a dinner and a visit, and I step outside to have a smoke on my pipe, Sadie Doo will literally come outside and just fucking sit next to me like, oh, hey, what are you doing? Sometimes I gotta wonder, to be honest. But I can't afford to take care of dogs, so I don't get one. In fact, next time I'm over at my parents' house, I'll try to get a video of me and Sadie Doo just chilling out so y'all can see her for yourself because that is a gorgeous Great Dane. Her eyes are like golden and yeah. Even if I could afford to take care of Sadie Doo, I probably wouldn't take her because she's comfortable with where she's at right now. That makes any sense. In fact, every time I see Sadie Doo, I'm like, hey, look at Sadie the Sleuth Hound. We're going to solve some groovy mysteries. Yes. Yeah.
So, when you take the L, get the hell back on your feet, find out what went wrong, make a strategy, and correct it. And
that's the goddamn truth. When you lose at life or you fail at something, regroup, figure out your strategy, figure out what you did wrong, and fucking be like, yeah, this is where I fucked up. Like, this is where I fucked up. This is where I'm going to correct it. You re-strategize, you regroup, and you figure out how to fucking fix the problem. No, it's just like when the fucking sink breaks. Why is the pipe in your sink leaking, causing a fucking puddle of water?
On top of that, number 12, use that L to fuel your drive. When I got divorced,
Yes, exactly my point. Let your haters and your losses be the fuel to drive you to success, no matter what you're doing in life. All these fucking cocksuckers who are sitting there saying you're not good enough, well, fuck them, dude. Let your failures and your haters in life be your motivation to better yourself. As soon as you learn to laugh at your haters and fucking learn from your mistakes, well, holy shit, life becomes 1,000 times easier. And I can't believe we're having this fucking conversation because Jesus Christ, people are stupid.
lost my kid, she killed my dog, and I was living out of my car.
Yeah, before you judge Terrence Pop, his ex-wife ran over his dog, didn't get charged for it. The dude's forced to pay child support, and he's living out of the back seat of his car. Starts a YouTube channel, and it's like, hey, now he starts getting a couple of successes. I'm not trying to pick on women, but that's the kind of privilege women have in our society. If a woman runs your dog over, nobody's going to say shit. Oh, except for it was an accident, take it for what it is. But if you're a vindictive asshole dude and you run your ex-girlfriend's dog over just to fuck with her, people come down on you for being an animal abusing piece of shit. In defense of women, that's not to say that men don't have privilege in certain areas too. I acknowledge that. This is why Love and Vanity goes so hard. Both sides are oppressed, both sides are depressed, both sides have privilege, and both sides abuse each other. And when I say both sides in Love and Vanity, it means both women and men. Thank you.
I was in a bad place for a long time.
I'm
Instead of
fucking sorry you had to go through that.
analyzing what went wrong, I was sulking. But after
Butt segments. Yay! Of-age butt segments.
a while, I came to realize that hatred and anger are way better than despair. So I used...
That's the goddamn truth. Hatred and anger are so much better than feeling sorry for yourself. Instead of feeling sorry for yourself, take that fucking hatred and the anger and work with it. Put it towards your fucking asshole haters and hate them back. And then prove them wrong. Because nothing is sweeter than revenge. When your haters are sitting there saying, you suck at guitar. And then you get better at guitar, and then like professional rock stars start going, God damn, Cobra can play some guitar, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, Cobra unapologetically tells it like it is. And that's what pisses people off, and I get off on it.
those two emotions to shovel coal into the boiler to keep everything moving forward. And that's when I came up with my favorite ridiculous acronym, CHILL. And this applies to any situation in your life. Calm, higher intelligence, latitude, laughter.
Yes, you got Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin. That is a classic fucking movie that I watched growing up as a kid. Irma Irma Thorman, that's Poison Ivy. Oh my fucking god, dude. As a kid, Irma Thorman is Poison Ivy. That got your boy going at a young age. I was just like, god damn, that's a fucking hot redhead. Yes. Calm, higher intelligence, latitude, and laughter.
And the third L, and this is not the one you're usually taking. Anyone who would relish in seeing you lose, live on out of spite.
Exactly! If all the assholes are just looking for you to fucking lose and fail at life, I'll use my trolls as an example. My trolls would love it if I got kicked out of this apartment and ended up in a group home or at my parents' house or on the streets. And it's like, Jesus Christ, I don't try this hard to fuck with you, so why do it to me? And furthermore, this just shows I live in your head rent-free. So you gotta live on out of spite. So even if your haters are fucking crapping on you like, oh my god, I hate Cobra, that piece of autistic shit. It's like, yeah, I'm still doing my thing and you can suck my dick. You gotta be calm. You can't let the shit get to you. You gotta be on a higher conscious of intelligence. And you gotta laugh at these assholes and just keep doing your thing. That's all you can do, dude. That's the best way to deal with it. Batman and Robin with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Irma Thorman. Oh yeah, good movie. Irma Thorman played a really hot Poison Ivy. Like, god damn it! Really good movie.
Use any loss that you take to fuel your drive with enough.
Exactly. Use any loss or fucking asshole that talks shit on you to fuel your drive. Regardless if these fucks are talking shit on you. Gotta grab another beer. After this, I got like one left, and that's just all right. YouTube.
Drive. You can build anything. You can find the tools. You can fortify your life against anything. And
that you can.
Because you did it. You succeeded. You came back against the longest odds and won. You accomplished that. So therefore, no one can take it away from you.
That is the truth. When you defy the odds and accomplish the shit you do, people can't take that away from you. They're like, this motherfucker set a goal for himself and then set out to accomplish it. Fucking A. People are going to be jealous of that shit. Like, legit. Oh, hey, you sat there and talked shit on the motherfucker. Like all the fucking trolls talking shit on me saying you suck at guitar. Even if I can't play a shit ton of rock songs, I can shred with the best of them. And that's what pisses my trolls off. Is every time I pick up the guitar and start shredding, they're like, God damn it, Cobra. And people are saying you're never going to build your clock tower dream house. I'm like, fuck you, watch me. That's my attitude in life. If that intimidates you, not my fucking problem. If I gotta become a famous YouTuber, a famous rock star, or win the lottery, or a well-published author, It's gonna happen. You set really unrealistic goals for yourself and you make it happen. You know what I'm saying, YouTube?
Women, especially in the West, need to learn this. If you've ever been sitting at the dining room table and look across and go, I'm not happy. Well, guess what? You're the problem. If you always rely on someone else to make you happy, guess who's never going to be happy?
Hey, fucking man, new butt segment.
When you take
Yes, major butt segments. Fuck the cheese. It's the truth, dude. I don't care if you're a man or woman, regardless of your gender, if you rely on a dog or a person to make you happy, you're never going to be happy. You got to find happiness within yourself. And how fucking miserable do you have to be to say, well, if they can't make me happy, then no one can. And I'm just like, well, fuck you. You get a boo-hoo. Now, I had a speech teacher growing up, and he would give you boo-hoos. That was his shtick. And he'd draw like a little sad face. Like, you get a boo-hoo. Yes. Dude, that is fucking crazy how quickly my childhood passed before my eyes. Just true. It's already gone. And now you're a 30-year-old adult on YouTube drinking a beer and bitching about the bullshit in our society. Fantastic. No, that's the ticket. Bud Light Platinum, folks, not a sponsor, just some free advertisement. And yes, the pretty, handsome blue bottles and the nectar of sweet, delicious beer. Beer! And speaking of nectar, I give this of-age chick in the butt segment my nectar, if you catch my drift.
the L, create the drive to move forward and find your happiness. No one can take that away from you.
Exactly. When you stop letting the fucking haters get to you, and you're like, fuck you, this is my fucking drive. I'm going to accomplish my goals, and nobody can stop me. Nobody can take that shit away from you.
Speaking of which, we're now at the end, which is lucky number 13. Not every fight or conflict is worth fighting. So, in those situations...
Yeah, that's the cold goddamn truth. You want to be this fucking awesome dude that fucking fights for all the right causes? You can't control how everyone thinks or what they get offended by. So sometimes you just gotta say, it's just not worth fucking getting into an argument about. Not every fight is worth fighting. Sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what? Society's fucked and I can't control this shit, so I'm out. Deuces, peace, love, and chicken grease. Smoke a doobie because I'm out. You know what I'm saying, YouTube?
It's not taking the L to simply go, you know what? I'm fucking done. Walk away.
Exactly. That's when you're like, you know what? I am fucking done. Fuck these stupid assholes. I'm out. Y'all want to fuck yourselves like this? That's on you. I don't want to be a part of it when the shit hits the fan. And you're just like, I'm out. Fuck you. And the cunt you crawled out of.
Hypothetically, let's just say you won all of the battles eventually that you cared about, and now you have an inner peace and tranquility. Somebody comes along, which they always do, and they're like, you know, that's not right. I think I'm going to fuck with it. You shouldn't have that.
That's the truth. You accomplish all your goals and your expectations in life, and you achieve inner peace by achieving what you set out to achieve. And then some fucking dickhead has to come along and say, you know what? That person's more happier in life than I am. I can't stand it. I'm a jealous motherfucker. So I'm going to fuck with that. And then they fuck your shit up. And it's like, fuck you, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're privileged and you didn't deserve it.
Oh my God. I got to take a piss. Fucking beer piss. Oh yeah, white privilege. It's a real thing, but people throw it around way too much. You know when people get pissed off because you assume the racial stereotypes of everyone else, but the second you assume all whites are racist, no one says shit. No, it's the goddamn truth, dude. If you make any assumptions about any other race or any of the opposite gender, if you make assumptions about women and fucking every other race, people look at you like you're an asshole. But you make an assumption about white men and nobody says shit. It's like, can we just stop the fucking bullshit on all sides? Why can't I just get along and smoke a doobie? Be like, hey man, I'm sorry you face oppression. I'm sorry you face oppression too. And you know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Does that sound familiar? Just asking for a friend.
Yeah, just asking for a friend. Yeah, that does sound incredibly familiar. Someone gets pissed off because you're more successful in what you're doing than what they're doing. And yeah, you're going, why? It's because you would succeed at your endeavors in life if you had that same mentality of, I don't give a fuck if I fail. I will learn from my mistakes and I will divide and conquer. Remember on one of my previous live streams where I'm like, Terrence Pop made a joke about Asperger's that made me laugh? Well, I found the episode that did the joke.
You see? Yes! If they are successful at fucking up your feng shui and taking away your inner peace, that's on you.
Yeah, exactly. I hate to be like that, but if you are letting people take away your inner peace and your feng shui, you're letting them live in your head rent-free. And fuck that shit. As somebody who deals with internet trolls on a daily basis, people texting me the dumbest of shit. Insulting my father, my mother, my sister, my YouTube, my guitar playing, just anything they can get a jab at. And I refuse to let these fucking assholes get to me. Because I know I'm doing something good with my life, and they're not. Their whole existence is trolling other people for lulz, for laugh out louds. And it's like, you are one miserable cunt. Holy shit. Like, I despise Justin Bieber. You don't see me fucking harassing him all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? That's what separates me from my trolls. It's the truth. Like, you don't see me dedicating my entire life to harassing him just because I dislike him. I'm like, you know what? The Biebs is doing his thing and I'm doing my thing. I dislike the Canadian prick. But outside of that, who cares? That's what separates me from my goddamn internet trolls. Is my fucking trolls are gonna spend hours, days, months, and years trying to fuck with me like, oh my god, I hate Cobra so much. And it's like this goth, autistic, asshole, bad boy got to you in some way, and you're pissed about it. No, I'm an asshole with a heart of gold, and I tell it like it is. And people either they respect it or they're like, I hate Cobra. I fucking hate King Cobra JFS. On a side note, if the Biebs wants to smell good for his of-age wife, he should get some tactical soap. Links, description box below. And with coupon code King Cobra, you can save 15% off your next order. Yeah, Klondike soap makes a badass pheromone soap that's designed to make you smell sexy for the lady. You know, when you see Justin Bieber with a mustache, you're just like, did somebody finally hit puberty? Oh, that's adorable. He was like, I need some you know what I'm saying? Like the Biebs was getting some testosterone shots like. And you can't say I'm jealous of the prick because I got my own record label through Deathbed Tapes. And people know who the fuck I am because I'm King Cobra JF motherfucking S. I'm famous, I got my own record label, and I play a mean guitar. Oh, shit. Fucking Justin Bieber's the worst, dude. Like, Jesus Christ.
There's always going to be some schlep rock who comes along and wants to drag you down to their level. Don't let them.
Yes. And even though I hate Justin Bieber, I sympathize with the motherfucker because he's got haters. I've got haters. And look at that. One last Bud Light Platinum to rule them all. I'm out of beer minus this one beer, and that's all right, YouTube. I appreciate y'all tuning into the stream. You know how many people would appreciate being as famous as the Biebs? And the dude's just pissing it away. You know how many fucking YouTubers and band members are playing bar gigs and recording videos? Like we're supposed to forgive Justin Bieber for all his shitty crap because he's a born-again Christian. That would be like Ted Bundy saying he's a born-again Christian and we're supposed to forgive him because he accepted Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior.
That happened because they're here and you are here. You've already learned the lessons to get you from here to here.
Exactly. You're down here, and then you go from down here to up here. It's the truth. You've learned the lessons that take you from down here to way the fuck up here. And it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
So why would you backtrack to this person's three-ring circus of lunacy? All you're going to do is waste your time, and that's the only thing here on Earth that you do not get more of. That and your eggs. That's why you're freezing them.
No.
Let's pretend that's not true. Yeah.
So there you have it, dudes. 13 ways to take the L and turn it into a win. I hope you like this video, and if you do, go to redonkulous.com/donate. If you want to support us, the best way to do so is sign up for.
Believe me, if I could afford to donate, I would totally do it. Because Terrence Pop's an obnoxious asshole who tells it like it is, and people can't handle it. And I dig his style. Yes.
Subscribe star. Because Patreon is deleting people's pledges without their knowledge. That's a big fat party foul. It's kind of like YouTube deleting subscribers and calling them bots.
Yeah, no shit. Fucking YouTube deleting okay, like if you're doing a bot check and you're deleting legit bots, that's one thing. But if you're deleting bots just because you can, I mean, come on, YouTube. Deleting people's subscribers because you expect them to be bots. But then you turn around and it's like, you know, as soon as Justin Bieber's daughter turns 18, I'll show her a good time. Show her what real music sounds like. I can talk that shit because I play a mean guitar. And people like Rebel Revolution. I'm such an asshole. Yes. One second. YouTube, fuck mass shootings. Yes. Your boy Cobra gonna tell like it is. Fuck mass shootings. These things are not the problem. Oh, look, it's empty because you keep it empty unless you have to use it. Okay, these things, oh, this is really going to trigger YouTube because there's alcohol and guns. No, I'm serious. Like, you keep this shit empty unless you have to use it. Common fucking sense. All the people who hate on guns, it's like knives, texting and driving, and alcohol overdoses kill people more than whatever else you're laying down.
Yeah, right. It's almost like these mainline tech companies don't like me, but that can't be it. But not going anywhere, Susan. So you're probably just going to have to take the L. Oh, look, Space Ghost just came on. From the Oregon National Guard. Now, he was narcoleptic.
Yeah, I love living in Wyoming. Shh, be very, very quiet. We're hunting for pedos. Ha! Motherfucker. No, I pretty much keep my my double barrel shotgun empty unless I have to use it. Like if some dickhead's breaking into my apartment, then you best believe your sweet autistic ass, I'm popping it open and being like chunk chunk, pop a couple of shells in the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dude. Fucking, I love my double barrel shotgun. That's my bad company, man. That's my sexy. You see, guns are not the fucking problem. People are the fucking problem. There are plenty of responsible gun users who are just like, you know what I'm saying, YouTube? This is literally the only gun that I own in my self-defense arsenal. And it's not as fucking intricate as, say, a pump-action shotgun, but ever since I was a kid, I've always loved double-barrel shotguns. Ever since I was a kid, double-barrel shotguns have always been my favorites. And I've wanted to own one for ages, but of course my parents are like any concerned parent, regardless if you have autism or not. We're like, I don't feel comfortable, and it's just like, shut the fuck mass shootings, dude. This is for home defense and plinking on the range. Yes. This is a Stoger Industries fucking 12 gauge. You pop the grip off right there. I'm not going to disassemble it because I don't want to, but this thing kicks ass. I love my double barrel. And fuck mass shootings, dude. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Like, there's just, it's stupid. I don't care what gun you're using. Fucking fuck mass shootings.
Thing is he would go to sleep, but he became like a robot. So we would pile all this shit on him, and he'd be like, and we had a rope tied around his waist. We pulling him up.
So he wasn't narcoleptic. He was a sleepwalker.
No, he
did both.
Yeah, because he was telling stories about how he would never buy new cars.
Now I got a sling from the Shotgun Connecticut company for double barrel shotguns, and like this part of it would come off. So I took some black and green zip ties and fucking tied it to the barrels. I love my double barrel shotgun. This thing is just fucking sexy. It's my Second Amendment rights. And kiss my Asperger's, dude. I haven't done shit. Okay? If it were a self-defense situation, it'd be a different fucking story. But like, no one's fucked with me. You know what I'm saying? Shh, be very, very quiet. We're hunting for pedos. Ha! It's the goddamn truth. I'll fucking drink to that.
Because he would wake up driving through apple orchards. He did it like 3 times.
Yeah. This here's our safety. It's our beaver tail receivers. 12 gauge. I love going out to the range and planking. And of course, the fucking liberals are gonna throw the biggest fit when they see this. Like, oh my god, typical gun supporter. I'm just like, you don't even fucking know me, dude. I say Americans should be allowed to own AR-15s, but you should have to be 21 and up to buy an AR-15 just because it shoots a pistol cartridge. No bump fire stocks. No silencers. It's the goddamn truth. Because if you try to ban AR-15s, guess what happens? Some dickhead's gonna 3D print it in his goddamn basement. And it's just like, oh, well, shit. That's my baby. That's my baby. Yes. I paid like $800 to get this gun fixed. Fuck around. Like, fuck mass shootings. Fucking double barrel 12 gauge Stoger shotgun with a shotgun Connecticut sling and some black and green zip ties to tie it to the barrel. This thing kicks ass. I don't even care if it's short barreled. This is what I use to protect myself. If you're gonna go to shoot a gun like this, don't do this crap where your arm is like way the fuck out here. You gotta freaking tuck it in. Just like that. So when you know what I'm saying? It fucking right here. Because if you do it like this, don't chicken wing. Fuck that shit. If you go to chicken wing, you're gonna break your arm fucking shooting one of these things, dude. Fucking 12 gauges don't fuck around. It's my baby. My bad company. And fuck suicide for that matter, YouTube. Yes. Yeah, exactly. If you're going to shoot your fucking rifle, you want to tuck your arm in like that. So it, you know what I'm saying, it cushions. Yes, because you all know this bad bitch right here. Now, if I built my dream house, I'd probably buy a couple more guns, but I'm pretty happy with what I got right here, to be honest. Hey, YouTube, suck my autism. Just kidding. Fucking with you, YouTube. Calm down. Shit. Put on my hat. Guns are not the problem. People are the problem, YouTube. There were some real stupid motherfuckers, and that's the goddamn truth. Fuck mass shootings. I'll drink to that. Dude, I love my freaking 12 gauge. I love my 12 gauge double barrel shotgun. That's my baby. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted a double barrel shotgun. But of course, my parents were not okay with that. But I've had this thing for several years, and I refuse to do anything stupid with it. It's great for home defense and plinking on the range. Now your boy Cobra is not fucking around. Yeah, your boy Cobra is not fucking around. Of course, our President Joe Biden likes double barrel shotguns, and that I can agree with him on. Yes. Sometimes all you need is a double barrel shotgun. Yeah. I would never load it unless I was in a self-defense situation or I was out on the range. It's all about being responsible with your guns. The idiots who are irresponsible with their firearms they give gun owners a bad name in general. You know how much I paid for this double barrel shotgun? $420. And I spent another 800 plus to get it fixed. No, I love my shotgun. This thing is beast. No, dude, fuck mass shootings. I'm so tired of gun violence. Fuck gun violence. If you're using a gun to protect yourself, that's a different story. But fuck gun violence, dude. This shit pisses me off. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting for pedos. Oh, butt pad. But shout out to Hole in the Wall Gunsmithing for fixing up my baby. She's lasted a long ass time. Hole in the Wall Gunsmithing here in town. Y'all do a good job fixing guns because ever since I got my double barrel shotgun fixed, she's fucking lasted, YouTube, and that's the goddamn truth. Look, if you've ever shot a fucking 12 gauge, I love shooting guns, to be honest, but fucking shooting shotguns is incredibly fun, to be honest. Yeah, that's my baby. That's my fucking bad company. Five Finger Death Punch, a company. Yes. No, guns are not the problem. People are the fucking problem because I'm a responsible gun owner, dude. I keep this shit empty unless I have to fucking use it. That's just the goddamn responsibility truth of it. So people want to talk shit. It's just like, fuck them, dude. Let them talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I was a kid, I've always had a thing for double barrel shotguns. And my parents, of course, are like, we're not letting you own one, but I move out on my own and make my own rules. You know what I'm saying? No, fuck mass shootings and fuck murderers. Fuck serial killers. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that shit. This is for self-defense and plinking fun. You dig, YouTube? Yes. Parker Jackson, that's good shit. The last thing the trolls see. Yes. That's good shit. Yes. Even if I could get away with murdering my trolls, I wouldn't do it just because, you know what I'm saying? They probably live lives with people that care about them. And my anger is, and my distrust for these assholes, it's just not worth it. Oh, Stoger, the company who makes your boy's shotgun is Stoger. This is a Stoger double barrel 12 gauge with factory stock length. And yeah, this thing's pretty fucking fun to shoot. I love shooting guns, especially shotguns, because yes, your boy loves to shoot shotguns. Shotguns are my favorite guns in general. It's just the nostalgia of it, you know. Got me a Coach gun, like, oh shit. YouTube might have a stink about this. Like, look at that. He's mixing alcohol and guns in the same video. I'm smart enough to be like, if there's not a home defense situation involved and there's no need to load it, I keep my double barrel shotgun 12 gauge from Stoger Industries empty unless I gotta use it. Gonna look from the business end. Oh shit. I love my double barrel shotgun. And fuck mass shootings. I'll drink to that. Yes. Put the sexy beast up. Alright, 1 second. No, I'm not here to cause problems. I want to find solutions. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? And that's the truth. Anyways, YouTube, I do appreciate y'all watching the video. Support your gun rights and support your rights as a human being. And I'll catch you later.